sleep on with the scoop. I steel myself for the worst. Is everything all right, sir?
Well, these potatoes taste like leather, my toast is burnt, this coffee is just awful, and my eggs are hardly both soft. Did you even hear me say soft?
I'm sorry. Did they not cook that quite right? Did you maybe want me to have you come in here and cut the toast into funny shapes?
Perhaps I could help. Perhaps if I got your father on the phone to tell you he finally loves you, would that make it better? Would I get you a raise?
Or maybe I should just supplicate myself before you, so you can whip me with your name.
If I got my boss down here in front of me, fire me, you'll sleep better tonight. Would you like to see me let out in handcuffs?
Because it's not really about the food here, is it? Let's just cut to the chase. You can find someone, anyone, to have a crappier day and a crappier life than you.
So if I just crumble to the floor in tears, can we bypass all this breakfast bullcrap so I can get that table of freaking water? Dear God, look at this. Your cheeks are dripping with dehydration. Do you know if you people hadn't gotten so drunk last night you wouldn't be this thirsty? If the storm says that's my tip,
You always give a shiny quarter. I was really hoping to get that gumball today.
now I realize the fact that I work here must mean I can hardly spell the word egg. I spend my spare time watching soap operas and cutting coupons from the Sunday Shopper. And if aliens came to take the finest of our Earth species back to breed a superhuman race, they'd take you.
But I'm not here to prove my intelligence. I'm here to take your order, bring it, and drop off your check.
You're here to eat, pay, leave me that quarter, and scrap.
And at the end of the day, I'm doing a poetry show that doesn't quite yet cut my financial muscles.
Let's cut through the crap and finish this transaction. Because I got orders to take.
admit I'm just the same as I was. Don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am.
Totally like whatever, by Taylor Molly.
In case you hadn't noticed, it has somehow become uncool to sound like you know what you're talking about.
Or believe strongly in what you're saying.
Invisible question marks and parenthetical no's have been attaching themselves to the ends of our sentences,
Even when those sentences aren't like questions,
declarative sentences, once so called because they used to actually declare things to be true, okay, as opposed to other things that are totally not, have been affected by a tragically cool and totally hip interrogative tone,
Like, don't think I'm uncool just because I've noticed this. This is just like the word on the street, It's like what I've heard.
I have nothing personally invested in my own opinions, okay? I'm just inviting you to join me in my uncertainty.
What has happened to our conviction?
Where are the limbs out on which we once walked?
Have they been chopped down with the rest of the rainforest?
Do we have nothing to say? Has society become so totally, absolutely,
Words got to the point where it's just whatever. And so actually our disarticulation is just another strong plea to disguise the fact that we've become the most aggressively inarticulate generation to come along since
A long time ago. I entreat you, I implore you, I exhort you, and I challenge you to speak with conviction.
to say what you believe in a manner that bespeaks the determination with which you believe it.
Because contrary to the wisdom of the bumper sticker, it's not enough these days to simply question authority.
You have to speak with it too.
We ask that you please hold your applause for the following two poems until the end of the sequence.
An Introduction to Poetry by Billy Collins. I ask her to take a poem and hold it up to the light like a color slide, or press an ear against its hide. I say, drop a mouse into a poem and watch him probe his way out. Or walk inside the poem's room and feel the walls for a light switch. I want them to water ski across the surface of the poem and wave at the author's name from the shore. But all they want to do is tie the poem to a chair with rope and torture a confession out of it. They begin beating it with the hose to find out what it really means.
walking through a wall by Louis Jones. Unlike flying or astral projection, walking through walls is a totally earth-bending craft, but a lot more interesting than pot making your jip with it. I got started at a picnic up in Bowstring in the northern part of the state. A fellow walked through a brick wall right there in the park. I said, say, I'd like to try that. Stone wall's the best, then brick and wood. Wooden walls with fiberglass insulation and steel doors aren't so good. They won't hurt if your wall walking is done properly, both you and the wall left intact. It's just that they aren't pleasant somehow. The worst thing are wire fences. I don't know, maybe it's the molecular structure of the alloy, or just the amount of give the fence. But I've torn my jacket and lost my hat in a lot of fences. The best approach to a wall is first. 2 hands placed flat against the surface. It's a matter of concentration and just the right pressure. You will feel the cool, dry inner wall in your fingertips. Then there's a moment of total darkness before you step through to the other side.
Two-line poems said by their authors, Part 1.
When we record a moment with video, saving the memory for later. But are we?
Our conversation with the line was very brief, but we parted as close friends.
Mario to my Luigi. Peanut butter to my Hill. Coffee table to my feet.
They handed one a glass of beer under the bush. Ambush, I'm too slow.
Hi, I'm Ted. Oh, sorry, I meant Tess. Stupid autocorrect.
That still revokes a little immature for my age. But man, let me tell you, Captain Underpants Cabaret.
Hey, hello, yo, what's up? Are all ways to say hi. But there are not that many ways to say goodbye.
What is time? Your guess is as good as mine. I've simmered being for minutes.
The shutter clicks. Another 1,000 words reported.
Why walk when you can run? I like to watch slowly.
Flowers grow in the spring. I'm not trying to be poetic, they really do.
Theoretically, the alphabet doesn't need to be in that order.
Clouds can be so amiable, yet they break with such fury. The body is clothed, and the soul is captive. Sarah and me fall stars.
7 days of no exercise makes 1 week. WEAK. Staring at my calendar for the past hour. Nope, I'm not for the second.
For the rest of the world, it's just another headline. To us, it's the end of the world.
I will make sure that one last time we can build up a neighborhood of shower heads.
Birds fly, humans walk, fish swim, ducks evolve.
Look Up by Gary Turk. I have 422 friends, yet I am lonely. I speak to all of them every day, yet none of them really know me. The problem I have lies in the space in between, looking into their eyes or at a face on the screen. I took a step back and I opened my eyes. I looked around and I realized this media we call social is anything but. When we open our computers, it's our doors that shut. All this technology we have is just an illusion. Community, companionship, a sense of inclusion. When we step away from this divisive illusion, we'll awaken to see a world of confusion. A world of self-interest, self-image, self-promotion, where we all share our best bits, but leave out the emotion. We edit and exaggerate and crave population, but we never really notice the social isolation. We put our words in order till our lives are listening, but we don't really know if anyone is listening. Being alone isn't the problem. I would just emphasize if you paint a picture, read a book, or get some exercise, you're being awake and attentive, not reserved and recluse. Being present and productive and putting your time to good use. So when you're in public and you start to feel alone, step away, put your hands behind your head, step away from your phone. You don't need to look at your menu or at your contact list. Just talk to one another. Learn to coexist. We're surrounded by children who, since they were born, have watched us living like robots and think it's the norm. And it's not very likely when a world's greatest dad if you can't entertain a child without using an iPad. When I was a child, I'd never be home. I'd be out with my friends on our bikes we roam. I'd wear holes at my trainers and graze at my knees. And we'd build our own clubhouse high up in the trees. Now, the park is so quiet, it gives me a chill. See no children outside and the swings hanging still. There's no skipping, no hopscotch, no church, no steeple. We're a generation of idiots, smartphones, and dumb people. So look up from your phone, shut down the display. Look, take in your surroundings, make the most of today. Because just one connection is all it can take to show you the difference that being there can make. I am guilty too of being part of this machine, this digital world where we are heard and not seen. But don't get into a life where you follow the hype. If someone you love, don't give them your life. You don't need to give up the need to be heard and defined. When you go into the world, leave distractions behind. Look up from your phone, shut down the display. Put away your devices, live life.
Death from Below by Dan Sully and Tim Stafford.
that's a lie.
I'm only 4'11".
Come on, what are you lying for?
It must be my insecurity.
It's that little woman complex.
The same things that make me try to get my muscles to flex
But they only go out.
and not up. And everybody thought they were so funny. Everybody thought they were the first person to call me shorty.
Leprechaun.
Small fry.
Napoleon.
Oompa Loompa.
Lollipop
The
kid.
tiny freaking Tim.
I've heard them all.
I've heard them all. I have heard them all.
So now,
We're calling upon all our short people, our little people,
Our
below the average height of 5'4" people, to not access
to the roller coaster because they don't make the minimum height requirement.
people,
Can't touch the rim.
people, can't reach the top shelf, people, our high fives,
Are really low fives.
people,
Always having to give up the front
to
seat.
those gangly,
Long-legged.
freak show,
Jolly green giant.
two tall toes, skyscraping mother freaking people.
Let's grab them still
And hide them under trench coats.
and together.
We'll penetrate the tall man's headquarters, and when the time is right,
We'll cast off our coats
and
and
strike with kicks to the shins and uppercuts to the nuts, holding the giant for ransom,
demanding that they change the image of the ideal woman from tall,
dark,
and beautiful
to short,
pale,
and we can still be beautiful. Hell yeah. The short stacks of the world
are now
united.
So look out, Holly McTallface.
Here's the short man's friend,
Tall man's foe.
bringing the rain to an end. It's death from below.
Alphabet Aerobics by Black Delicious.
Now it's time for our revel. Let's give it everything we got. Ready? Begin.
Artificial amateurs aren't at all amazing. Analytically, I assault, animate things. Broken barriers down, did by the bottom, buildings are broken, basically I'm on guard. Casually, creating capacities, canceling capacities, collapsing. Detonate, dynamic, daily do and go. Demonstrations on off on the download. Even on the edge, each and every energetic, couple of episodes of the energetic. Furious, fabulous, fantastic. Flores up, funk, felt, feet of the fanatic. Give God grateful, good, strong, glorious. Thank God, we have his name, yours. Hit him high, hella height, historical, take all top, and your holler, imitators, idolize, I intimidate. In an instant, all rise in my race, they choose from my jams like Jericho, just me, right my mirror. Kind of thing, and all kinds of things on. Try to keep experts, my kingdom, let it live along like lyrically, lessons, learning, and not just lose my life. My mind makes all way move fast, all way move like not one massive. Now, know what I'm next, naturally. Naturally, will not make noise naturally. Operation, opposition, off, not optional. Out of sight, out of mind, why be obstacles? Perfect for home. Powerful, punchline, pulling, any kind of color from my prime. Quick, protein, wine, quantum. Four alerts, ain't got a Puerto Rican got. Really wrong rap, rising up rapidly, riding no Russian radioactivities. Scientific, sounds from the top. Science and truth, first, that's their soft. Tails, 10 pounds, talented, too tough. Take that, challenge, get it, too nuts. Universal, unique, untouched, unadulterated, raw, uncut. Bird like Lord Victoria's valid, violate, lives of the command, one all life for sisters, keeping up roasting and on a worship. Zero, next range, pulls next type letters inside of our tone. Yellow like the background, young ones, yellow, yes, let's on your cell, on yawn. Zigzag zombie, zoom into the zenith, zero, zen, plus over zealous, run, zealots.
This is a letter I wrote to my brother Levi. Dear Levi, I think today is a pretty appropriate day for me to give you some advice. I remember Mag like it was yesterday, looking at all the ninth graders with wonder and awe. There was no way I was ever going to be that old. It just wasn't possible. And here I am, that ninth grader, warning you that everything will be over in an instant. So cherish everything because I promise you want to remember it for the rest of your life. I remember how I so looked forward to homework. And I think it's best that I not comment on that now, however. We have so much to look forward to. State fair, the Greek play, early America Day, making friends that seem like family. One thing that I've learned, however, is that you cannot accomplish anything for anyone but yourself. Even if mom and dad are your main motivators, you still need to try hard to put your best foot forward, if only for yourself. Some of my best learning experiences have been through mistakes. I might many times I felt misunderstood by my peers and superiors. Foot has, however, taught me to analyze mistakes and learn from them, rather than feeling bad about them. Foot is nothing but for its teachers. In mag, she banned me from using erasers because as soon as I'd written anything, I'd erase it and simply wasn't good enough. In fourth grade, Miss Vito made writing possible. It was almost as if all my teachers had collaborated every day after school to achieve this goal. In fifth grade, Mrs. Holman taught me how to become the person I wanted to be, a true member of the community. Now I warn you, Levi, sixth grade is not easy. That doesn't mean it wasn't fun. Mr. Ide became a true role model for me, someone who I knew I could always talk to, no matter what I need to talk about. Then ninth grade comes, finally a big kid on campus, and you expect a certain coolness will be magically bestowed upon you. It's all the past ninth graders have seen astronomically and unattainably cool. Levi, it's hard to break it to you, but the only thing bestowed upon was magical perspective. All the little kids look at the ninth graders wishing they could be just like them, while the ninth graders look right back at them thinking of the good old days. It's just a cycle. I hope you take this part, Levi. Love said.
The following poem, Gold, written by Anne Lee, consists of 9 connected haikus.
And Lee, 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 and Lee.
We have 6 seconds to win the game by scoring. We just need 1 goal.
We reset the game. Referee blows the whistle. 6 seconds begins.
Immediately, we pass to our player. The ball is in play.
1 second is gone. 5 seconds left in the game. Then 4 seconds left.
Another great pass. Shot to the field before our left corner. Settled. 3 seconds left.
She beats one player, splits through 2 more defenders, and gets tripped to the box.
Foul in the box. It's a penalty kick.
She's very nervous.
Plays the ball on the line, takes 5 steps backwards, and waits. She hears the whistle.
Only 1 second left. She shoots in the top left corner.
I started playing the piano at Foot when I was in kindergarten because my mother told me to. After the first year, it became a passion and even a hobby. I remember my first recital, darting to my mother's room after school, changing into a dress in the bathroom, and then sprinting to the theater. The nervousness I experienced from walking up in that silence after my name was called, sitting on the unstable wooden piano bench and brushing my fingers across the keys I'm about to play. But every time I messed up throughout the recitals, my throat would close up and my brain would shut down, but my fingers would just keep moving across the scratched keys of the piano. And then it'd be over, and everyone would be clapping, and I'd be walking back to the chair near my baby mother, and I'd try to keep a pleased and relieved smile on